Hey everybody, what's going on? It is me, Heroic Bricks, and after another long break, I am back with a new video. And happy 2020 everybody. So this is the first video of the new year. I do have some stuff planned for this year, but there might be a slower turnout of content than I probably wanted, but it's the best that I can do at the moment. Hopefully it changes because some stuff could be announced that I might do videos on, so who knows. But today, as you guys can tell by the title and the thumbnail, I actually have two custom minifigures made by Phoenix Custom Bricks. I've reviewed a few of his products before. He makes really great figures. I will leave a link to his website down below where you guys can buy some products from him, because I highly recommend it. His figures are a little pricey, but for the quality, I think it makes up for it. And today, I actually have two of his custom figures based off of the Dark Knight Trilogy. So I have his custom Catwoman and Two-Face, or as they're known on his website, as the Cat Burglar and 50/50. So I don't think Catwoman's available anymore. I don't know, maybe some of his resellers have him, but don't quote me on that because I don't know. I do know that his Two-Face is still available on the website. So, I've actually had these figures now for like over a month, maybe a month and a half, and that's mostly just because I wanted to wait to get these two together, but then I got a little busy over the holidays, and then honestly, I've just been kind of lazing around, and I'm kind of forcing myself to make the video, because I've been wanting to do it, and I know if I don't force myself to do it, it will never get done. So, here I am, doing the video on both of them, because I didn't want to do separate reviews for each figure. I just figured it'd be easier to do them both in one, and yeah, I love both of these figures. The quality on them is really nice, and I love all the fantastic printing and the designs of the figures. Phoenix Customs did a great job designing these two figures, and they both look great. So right now I am going to get into each of the figures separately. Starting off with Catwoman, this figure is really well designed, and it's actually a pretty simplistic design, but I mean that's how her costume looks in the movie, and Phoenix Customs did a great job of translating that onto a Lego figure, because Lego did not make Catwoman. There was a Dark Knight Rises set that came out back in like I want to say 2013, but that might not be right. Because the movie came out in 2012, but it came with the Bat, and then it came with Batman, and then Commissioner Gordon, and then Bane. But they didn't make Catwoman, which is, I mean, understandable, because she had a very unique look, and the superheroes line was still pretty new back in 2013, so I kind of understand why Lego didn't want to make a new mold for Catwoman. But this figure is awesome. I love all the printing on the torso, and like the zippers and everything, and I don't really know how well it will show up on camera, but there actually is a nice little pattern there on the torso that translates down to the legs, because it's not just a solid black. There's like there's definitely like a small pattern going on, and it's really cool. And I like the belt printing a lot. It translates onto the back. You can see right there under the hairpiece. I'll get under there in just a second, because this figure does have two faces. It's still really cool. I like the leg design. It's just, you know, it's nice. And then here on the sides of the leg, she wears heels, so I like how that's included here. And then she does have her normal smiling expression. Looks very much like Anne Hathaway, and I think the figure captures her likeness very well. And then moving on to the hairpiece. The hairpiece is entirely custom, and it looks really, really nice. Now in the movie, her like cat ears have like a dual function as like goggles, but the piece does not do that. And it'd be cool if it did, but it makes up for it, because the second head is actually her with the goggles on, so you can have her looking like this too. So, still really cool. I like this one a lot too. I mean, yes, it would have been extremely hard to do to make like the ears up top fold down into the goggles, especially on a Lego figure with pretty limiting plastic. So still really cool, and that's what the back of her torso looks like. You can see the belt continues from the front, and then she has the same like subtle pattern from the front of the torso on the back. Like I said, it probably won't show up on camera as well, but the figure in person has a really, really nice pattern on the torso. It adds a little texture to the figure. So I think that is going to do it for Catwoman. So let's move on to Two-Face. Moving on to Two-Face, this figure is amazing. I absolutely love it. Two-Face is probably my top 5 favorite Batman villains, and he's definitely one of the best parts of the Dark Knight. And Phoenix Customs did a really, really good job on this figure, because I don't really know if any third-party customizers have ever really attempted to make a Two-Face from the Dark Knight, and Phoenix did a great job of capturing that, because I think obviously the most difficult part would be getting the head right and the hair, because I mean, like, half his hair gets burnt off in the movie, and doing that in Lego would be extremely, extremely difficult. So Phoenix did a great job on that. I absolutely love the way he approached it, and as you can see, like, the piece translates perfectly down to where his face is divided between his burnt and non-burnt halves. I think it looks a lot like Aaron Eckhart on, you know, like, this side looks pretty much like Aaron Eckhart. It's pretty good. And then here on the back, this is what the hair, or the headpiece, looks like all the way around. And you still have that same burnt pattern that's like all over the torso. So it's really cool. And much like Catwoman, this is also a pretty, like, simplistic figure. You know, there's not a lot of over-the-top printing, obviously. I mean, you got the burn marks, but I mean, he's wearing a suit, so that's pretty much all he needed to do. And I really like the way that the suit turned out. I like how the belt is actually on the belt piece, so it's not on the torso, and the back of his coat actually reaches all the way down to that belt piece here on the back, so that's pretty cool. But you know, the burnt parts look really, really cool. I don't know how much of his left arm was burnt in the movie, but, you know, I think this is okay. Maybe, like, I don't know, if I made it, maybe, like, change the color, but I get what he was trying to do. So, still looks pretty cool, and I like the burnt texture a lot. And then he actually comes with 2 accessories. He comes with a little silver revolver, and then he actually comes with his coin with the scratch side. And I did a comparison to the coin piece that came with, like, the 2012 Two-Face, and they look pretty similar. So, you know, in a way, you can have both. You can have, like, both sides of the coin if you also have that piece from Lego. But he does not have. Two-Face does not have an alternate face because he doesn't really need one. But overall, this is a really cool figure, and as great as both this figure and his Catwoman are, I think his Batman from this trilogy will still be my favorite from him, like, based off of the trilogy. So that is going to be it for both of the figures, so let's get into the closing of this video. Alright everybody, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I know I've been kind of slow on uploads the past few months, but I do have some stuff planned for this year. It still kind of might be a slower pumping out of videos, but I promise I think they will be a little bit worth it once I get it all going. School starts up for me next week, so that's a big factor in why some videos might just be, they might be coming out slower than normal, because I know it's already slow. But I do want to keep doing this, so I'm just going to try to force myself to come around and do it. I should have at least one video planned per month. That's kind of like my goal at the very least, and I know some stuff will be coming out as more time in the year has passed, so I should hopefully be getting a couple videos per month as the year progresses. So if you guys, it would mean so much to me if you guys would stick with me. Kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the whole COPPA thing. My videos won't be getting as recommended anymore, so It would actually mean a lot to me if you guys could share these or like these, or just promote them in any way you can to help me out. Because the whole COPPA ruling, like I just said, my videos won't be getting promoted as much. And I don't want to say leave a comment, because I've gone ahead and played the safe route, and all my videos will now be marked as kids, just because I don't want the FTC coming after me, and I don't really know if I can. I'm not going to attempt to cheat the system and get in any kind of trouble, because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm making videos on toys, essentially, and that's what the FTC thinks, like, only kids will watch them, so they're not even going to watch the video, and they're just going to assume that I'm targeting kids, even though I don't monetize my videos in any way. So, sorry for that little rant. I just kind of wanted to get that information out there. So yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye!